sure about that?
All right, let's hope my connection doesn't do no bullshit.
Uh-huh.
All right, cool. I can hear some static in the background. All right, guys, welcome back to another episode with your boys here at the Truth Media. Please, guys, please, take it easy. Take it easy. You're on Third Street. With your boys here at the Truth Media. Your boy Q Fusion Reacts and my co-host.
Jubilee Heavy, y'all was good. Welcome back to another dose. I'm sorry, you're breaking up. Yo, you speaking? It looks like my co-host has some technical difficulties. So while we wait for him to come back, I'm just going to basically open up this episode about. Sorry, I got this. My wife's hair. Look, check out the merch. As I'm pulling my wife's hair out the merch, you guys can purchase. Wow, that's pretty close. The True Scope, as you can see right there, this is the merch that I have on my channel. For my channel, we will be having merch for this channel, and Q Fusion Reacts will be having merch for his own channel in the near future. With that being said, it's all affordable. This is great quality stuff. I love this hoodie, and obviously I'm biased because it's mine, and it has my logo on it and all that stuff. But you guys can't see my arms, but I have long arms. So an issue for me whenever I buy anything, basically, is especially anything with sleeves. How's it going to fit? I have long arms, and this hoodie is like perfect. Where it's like I don't have to, I'm like good. I'm not like, you know, it all comes like this. I'm raising my hand like this, or anything like that. So I love it. It's nice snug fit. It's cool. Um, I don't know exactly how much it costs off the top of my head, but I'll leave the link in the description below for this video, and it's also on my channel as well. So, but with that being said, I digress. Do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Welcome back to the channel if you've been here before, and if you haven't been here, welcome to the channel. We will be having a nice discussion today. We will be a Jubilee video. If you're not familiar with Jubilee, they're this. I don't know if maybe they're considered a think tank or like a survey group or something like that. But basically, they're this group that engages in conversation with people from both sides of the aisle. So they'll pose a question and they'll go out and find people that have opposite views on said topic, and then I'll bring them together on this channel or forum, whatever you want to call it, and then they can have the discussions themselves. So Jubilee, for the most part, they don't actually give their own advice or input, although I'm pretty sure they're pretty left leaning based off the content that they put out, but. For the most part, in the videos, they don't really interject. They kind of just let almost the contestants, not the audience, the contributors, I guess you will. They let the contributors just go at it amongst themselves. So obviously, as you can see at the bottom on the ticker, is can white people experience racism? Now, I already know that is going to be intriguing to most. So it seems like I have my co-host back. I hear something.
Yep,
deal with
I
child.
am back. I'm back. Yo, oh
Hey,
man.
is your Wi-Fi on your phone?
No, it is off on my phone.
Good, 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 good. Is your Xbox on?
No, I turned that off before.
Good, good, good.
All right. So let me pull up the
What's your
video,
social security
guys. Yo, yo. Oh hell no, man! What the hell? Yo, this guy's crazy, man. All
number?
right, so
Yes,
let's get
yes,
to the video. All right,
yes.
all right. We're gonna try to make do with this because my connection is acting up. I think what it is been too long throughout the day, so I should probably just make sure I get into a habit of shutting it on, especially on a day where we have an episode, so that way there's no bullshit like this going down. All right, let's make sure we get the video up. Oh damn, they got all my videos up. Stop sharing. Come on now, goddamn it, guys, bear with me. We do it live, y'all. So this is part of the headaches, right, of doing it live.
We do it
So I
live.
want to get it up. I want to get it up. I want to get it up.
We do it live.
All
But again, while
right,
he's pulling that
sure.
up, y'all, anybody that's interested in starting their own podcast or want to be a contributor to this podcast, whether it's your own thoughts and opinions or whether you would want to behind the scenes, let us know.
Middle
Send us
Ground is a
a
social
message, an
experiment that brings
email, reach
humans with
out
the
to us. We are open to bringing anyone and everyone on as long as you subscribe to the truth and you don't subscribe to the lie, as Jesse Lee Peterson would say, the lie. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, this guy's
If
crazy.
you're not one of those people, by all means, and that's it. We're definitely taking this thing off to the next level. This year has been great for us, so we're going to continue to build upon that. Again, don't be late to the party, y'all. Get on while it's hot because this bus is leaving.
All right. Thank you for that. Thank you, Aaron, for, oh, damn, just doxed you. Thank you, good sir, for keeping the show going. I really do appreciate
There
it.
goes my check. Shit. There
Yeah,
goes my
my
money,
bad,
man.
yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, my
I
bad,
got
man.
baby
I
mamas,
set you.
nigga. Man.
Yo,
Damn.
my bad, man. All right. So without further ado, I think my co-host Ali the episode in for you guys. As we mentioned, it is Black History Month, so we wanted to end this month off with a banger, where we got in. Oh my god. Fight the power, right? I'm blackity black as I'm black, y'all. So I wanted to double take a video that I saw come up on my screen, in my suggested, from Jubilee, where they talk about whether or not white people can experience racism. It looks like they're going to have some interesting individuals who are going to be giving their opinions or their viewpoints on certain questions. Jubilee, if you know anything about Jubilee, they give their little trigger questions. And then you basically have to pick a side, right? Whether or not you agree or you disagree. And then you kind of have to give your little synopsis as to why you fall into either or bucket, right? So without further ado, guys, like, share, comment, subscribe. I know if you do not like Wi-Fi, right? If your Wi-Fi is fucking up, like, share, comment, subscribe on this video because we all do go through these issues, right? We're just like everybody else. We do it live. Let's get into it.
opposing beliefs or experiences together. These discussions may contain viewpoints that are the result of misinformation. Remember to seek out experts and to be critical of your own biases while forming an opinion. Please see the humanity in each participant, and as always, we encourage empathy.
I kind of like that disclaimer.
Two things can be true. You can have had a very hard time. Privilege is not just limited to white people, but to say white privilege doesn't exist from a historical context,
Oh
to
boy.
me, is
Hold on, can you turn it up?
absurd.
Because it's hard for me to hear it.
Yeah, let me know if this is better. Is that good?
Agree with the prompt. White people
Biracial.
also experience racism.
Why the whole man?
Of course, the biracial group is saying no.
Oh,
Racism is definitely not a one.
They got a
versus
Jew up
the other.
there?
It goes all ways.
Yeah, Aaron.
It's not. It doesn't matter if you're white.
come
if
on,
you're
Aaron.
black,
You
if
know
you're Asian.
damn well you can't be talking about them like this. Come on now. We are a relatively new platform. You gotta Give us a chance, Aaron.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, a quote unquote Jew up there.
Oh my
I'm just
God.
surprised. You know, normally they don't go that far. You know,
I mean, maybe he's one of these John Lennons or whatever. Not John Lennon.
no, you know
John
what the thing is, because a
Lenny
lot of
Kravitz type.
no, but the issue is a lot of these quote unquote Jews
Oh,
don't like they don't adhere to the moniker of being white. They say that we're not white, we're Jews. You know, like you know, we were persecuted for being Jew by quote unquote whites. So to see a quote unquote Jew on the side of the whites is like, okay, well, you know what I'm saying? Like, but he hasn't spoken yet, so let's say
Asian doesn't matter. You could experience racism no matter what color your skin is.
I think that people have a propensity to
yeah, this guy.
kind of have
this guy, double A.
that's
It's
different
crazy,
from
man.
them. I've been called a cracker before. I've been told I was going to get beaten up because I was white. I would
turn him
argue
up, turn him
that
up.
on a
I mean,
systemic level,
not-
white people don't experience racism the same
You said
way
turn it
a lot
up?
of other races experience racism.
Is that
but
good?
I would say on an individual level, any group is capable of being racist towards another group as well.
So the argument against the position frequently is that racism is a system, not a sentiment in the United States. And I agree with that really strongly, but at the same time I'm Jewish and racially and have definitely experienced racism, discrimination. The paradox is that most of that racism is coming from white people or European society, white nationalism, etc. That's directed at Jews. So I'm Dane. And I'm,
hold on.
I'm proud of.
Go back, please. Go back at least 15 seconds. What?
He just said there was a lot of word salad in there, but
Yeah, and then he turned up.
Let's try. Yeah, let's try this again.
White people or European society.
Oh, go back.
And have definitely experienced racism, discrimination. Most of that racism is coming from white people or European society, white nationalism, etc. That's directed at Jews. So
directed at Jews.
I'm Jewish.
Yo, stop the video.
Time out. What wasn't the question about?
Yo, this is.
Or did he not agree? Did he agree or not agree? Did the other guys come? Because you know how they ask it, and then the other guys come and sit down. And they're like, "Okay, I disagree with that prompt."
The question was, come down if you agree that white people can't experience racism. And that's why the quote unquote black brother, he said, you know, actually, you know what? Because he started talking about everyone could racism. Go back to the top. Guys, we do it live. You want to make sure we do it right, okay? This is
we want to make sure we get the correct quotes.
Podcast. Yep. We're gonna do this right. Bear with us.
You could
go back.
Racism,
no, we got to go back to get the question. Go back to get the question, please.
Oh, you want to be in there.
Step forward if you agree. Prompt. White people also experience racism.
Okay, also. Okay. All right. So he comes forward. We got Lil Becky.
Yep.
And
I think racism is definitely not a one race against the other. It goes all ways. It doesn't matter if you're white, if you're black, if you're Asian, doesn't matter. You could experience racism no matter what color your skin is.
Okay. That was his
premise. I think that people have a propensity to kind of have an aversion towards what's different from them. I've been called a cracker before. I've been told I was.
She said it with a smile on her face, yo.
She crazy. I was white. On a systemic level, white people don't experience racism the same way a lot of other races experience racism. But I would say on an individual level, any group is capable of being racist towards another group as well.
So the argument against this position frequently is that racism is a system, not a sentiment in the United States. And I agree with that really strongly, but at the same time I'm Jewish and racially white and have definitely experienced racism, discrimination. The paradox is that most of that racism is coming from white people or European society, white nationalism, etc. That's directed at Jews. So I'm Dane and I'm Jewish. I'm proud of being Jewish and being connected to an ancient religion and culture, but I'm not proud to be white, I would say.
Oh,
White
Jesus.
Hold on, stop.
An aspect of
oh, Jesus.
Hold on. Again, and this is why they're called the quote unquote Jews, because bro, if you're Jewish, You're not coming out here saying that you're white. Most Jews that I know, and I mean like the real quote unquote Jews, like the real fake ones, them the ones that's like, oh no, we are from Israel, so by definition we are not white. We are not Anglo-Saxon. We don't tie ourselves into that. So this brother, not my brother, but somebody's brother, he's out here saying he's white, but he's Jewish.
Sounds like a bag of confusion. Yeah.
Play on, man. Play on.
In society, I think it exists. When I go to a job interview, I don't have to worry about my hairstyle or the way I normally speak or my name. And that's something perhaps a black person would have to worry about.
Hold on.
Can they disagree?
But wasn't the question about? But wasn't the question? What does that have to do with the? Or maybe he was just okay. Maybe he was just giving his own tidbit on racism. I don't think he was tying that into the question. I think that was like his own sidebar. Like earlier on, maybe they asked him questions about racism and maybe what he experiences versus what they experience.
No,
I hope so, because if this is like concerning, right? Where this conversation is going.
We haven't even gotten into the
meat
of the video.
Yeah, we haven't gotten into the meat.
But my thing is like he's like, oh yeah, I haven't had to deal with this and yada yada yada, but maybe a black person would. Well, why would you think that? Maybe, and this is my issue with these super woke liberty libs. And again, I am apolitical. I haven't taken part in any political actions in damn near a decade. But this dude who's coming across as, from my perspective, a liberal, right? He's saying, well, I haven't had to deal with any of that, but maybe a quote unquote black person has. But why would you say that? What is basing that statement? May I ask you a question? If you had your own job, let's just say a kosher delicatessen, and you're interviewing people, and if you see a name that says Daquan Robinson, would you hire him? Because the same person that's going to sit there and say, well, maybe a black person would, and that's why, I think there's issues. But would you hire him? Like, it has to be coming from somewhere, brother. You're basing it off something. And again, this is all just, alleged. But why would you say that? And again, anyone that's been on my channel, you know this. Wokely woke Negroes get their plays called by liberal, quote unquote, black women who follow the playbook from liberal, quote unquote, whites who get it from, you guessed it, liberal, they who shall not be named. It's the Truth Media Podcast. It's the truth, nothing but the truth.
Yo, man, this guy is not holding back, and I love it, man. I fucking love it. This is why we do it. We do it live, y'all.
Live.
Let's go.
Hey.
Oh, here we go. The hey, y'all. Oh, I gotta get that soundbite.
We gotta get YouTube premium or whatever.
The feeling of winning.
I know, right?
Find it in
we're gonna look to invest in this shit because we making these ninjas money, yo.
Yeah.
Come on,
I
y'all.
just want to say that I want to validate everyone's individual experiences. I do also.
That's how you know. Hold on. That's how you know somebody about to say some Istanbul shit. I just want to validate everybody's experience. No, excuse me, woman. Come in with your fucking chest out, and if you believe their viewpoint is irrevocably wrong, stand on it and say it's wrong. Stop with this whole pity pat. See, this is the difference between men and women, guys. When we want you to know that we think you are wrong, we will just come out. I'm sorry, dog, you're wrong. Women got to do this whole thing where it's like, hey, I just want to make sure that I'm not attacking you. I don't want to. I just want you to know. I think your hair is beautiful, by the way. I really love the way your eyes look. But at the same time, I think that what you guys are saying is just really far based, and I think it's really just archaic. It's like, well, hold on now. Damn, bitch, you just called me a cave woman? Yo, hold on now. The disrespect and the churlishness. Did you just give me a polite little, like, did you just give me a polite little, Jesus.
Oh, really archaic.
Oh, did you give me one of those? Yo, how dare you? Okay, all right. So yeah, whenever somebody starts off with some, I want to validate everybody's viewpoints, okay, and make sure everybody's heard. But you're wrong, okay? And I'm about to disrespect you. That's what you should expect when you hear some shit like that.
White people experience
Golly,
bias,
man.
prejudice. But the reason I did not step forward is because, by definition, racism is tied to power and economics. You talked about systemic discrimination. I don't feel white people experience racism by definition and by actual concept.
What is the definition of racism and who wrote that definition?
Please, sorry.
In the late 1500s, early 1600s, there was slavery. They started bringing over slaves, but there was really no concept of classifying people in terms of race. It's just we're bringing these people over and they're slaves. What ended up happening is some of the slave owners.
She doesn't want to be. She wants to be disingenuous. What we're gonna do on the Truth Media podcast, because we focus on the actual truth. We're gonna pull up the definition of racism, right? Just to make sure we are not. We want to adhere to the man, right? I don't know if he's Jewish or not. I don't want to disrespect him. We're gonna answer his question, right? Because it looks like she's not going to. She's gonna give some loopity loops, and she's gonna give some gymnastics. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Racism, noun. Maybe I can do share this tab instead.
Oh,
okay. Hopefully my internet does some bullshit. All right, we got Webster's dictionary here, just so that way nobody thinks I'm out here bull stuffing. We've got racism, noun. A belief that race is a fundamental determinant of human traits and capacities, and that racial differences produce a inherent superiority of a particular race. Okay, let's make sure about all these now. So they've added on to it the systemic oppression of a racial group to the social, economic, and political advantage of another. Social, not just economic. There's social, political as well. Advantage of another. Let's see if they have any other. A political or social system founded on racism and designed to execute its principles. See how far we've gone to the original copy of racism? Go ahead.
Pull up the definition of race. I want to see what Webster says for race.
But my point too is, do you see how far they've gone from the original definition of racism?
Oh yeah,
race. Any one of the groups that humans are often seeded into based on physical traits regarded as common among people of shared ancestry. All right, dated, archaic. I'm not sure what that breaks down to. Dated, a group of people sharing a common cultural, geographical, linguistic, or religious origin or background. Archaic, the descendants of a common ancestor, a group sharing a common lineage. Lord Jesus. They go into a group of living things considered as a category. Lord Jesus. Oh man. Okay,
so basically, because I don't want to just skip past that, because I actually do that for a reason. Because the quote unquote Caucasian man here asks for the definition of the term racism, and then this liberal wokey woke blackity black bitch started going. I mean,
this guy is crazy, yo. This guy is crazy, man.
She's a beautiful black sister, but come on, man. Like, I don't. Nah, I'm not trying to hear you.
It's Black History Month, man. You don't gotta call her a B, man.
Please. So that's my issue too. Quote unquote Black History. So again, racism. When we read the terms for racism, it was like, based off. It kept going back to race, like issues and oppression to a race. That's why I said, look at what race means. And then when you looked at race, it broke down to like archaic, lineage, and then all this other stuff. So where the hell do we get color from? Where do we get white and black? Where's the colorism tie into it? You don't see it there. You don't see it. One even said cultural lineage, religious, and all the other stuff. But you could have quote unquote black people living in the South, or quote unquote black people living where we live in this area, Q-Fusion. And what? So are we the same race because culturally we're kind of the same as a lot of the Caucasians that we grew up with because we grew up together? Will we be the same race? No. But again, Webster did not denote any type of color in that definition. So how again can we have quote unquote racism against black? And I'm not saying racism doesn't exist. What I'm saying is when we allow these terms to get polluted and diluted, we get taken advantage of, because all we need is one decently looking black sister to come out and say, "Hey, he's racist," and then niggas gonna come up behind him like, "Yeah, throw him off the bridge." And mind you, he may be racist, he may not be racist. Either way, he's getting thrown off that damn bridge. I'm saying, let's just do things the right way.
No, I think that's my biggest issue with this question, right? Is that, you know, whenever you bring this up, her automatic go-to is I don't think that white people can experience racism simply because, you know, you're looking at the economics, right? You're looking at the system, right? Well, so sorry. So what are you saying to little Timmy Two Shoes, who, you know, plays basketball in the Bronx, right? Is trying to make the team, right? But he's going to predominantly black school, and he tries out for the team, and he consistently is not even getting looks at because he may be the same height, he may be the same build, right? He may have similar skills, but because he's white, they may not be affording him the same opportunity because, as the moniker goes, white men can't jump. Now, obviously, Mac McClung.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We got a lot of conversation. I think you're
no. But I'll just to the can white people experience racism point.
Well, we didn't
right,
get there yet. We didn't get there.
White people also experience racism. That's the main question that they're asking in this sector.
Yeah, but we got a lot of video to get through. I'm saying.
Oh, okay. I see. All right, so I'll hold the fire. My fault.
Who were white started mixing with some of the slaves, and now here you have these black people that look like the people that are owning things. So they're like, whoa. The theory of race was formed to classify a group of people who would be lesser than and have less economic power, and this would be imposed against them for hundreds of years. So that has not been the white experience in this country, but it does not invalidate the things that white people experience. It's just not racism by definition. Is it prejudice? Is it bias? Is it wrong? Yes.
Mine is simple. If one person treats another person differently because of the color of their skin, to me, that's racism. I will tell you that I was stopped by the police plenty of times when I was a young man. And I will also tell you that I then decided to spend 35 years as a policeman. I'll tell you that I stopped lots of kids coming home from school. Depending on who it was that I stopped, the first thing out of their mouth would be, "You only stopped me because I'm black." And I would say, "You're driving a sports car with a back window that's this big. I can't see who's driving, and I stopped you because you're doing 95 and a 55. I had no idea who I was pulling over until I stopped you. Now, if I treat you differently because you're black, then I'm a racist. But if I write you the same ticket that I was going to write you before I knew who was behind the wheel, I'm not."
Look at her. I want you guys to be very, 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 very keen on something that's going to happen in this exchange. The need to be right will always, and I mean always, will always override any sense of logic, reasoning, or what have you, right? Please locate need to be right in this dialogue.
That example, and I want to commend you for your service for our country, but I do want to because
I'm not going to disrespect you. I don't want to disrespect you, but like, bro, like you just give me the disrespect at that point. Like, just I don't understand that.
We taught classes for the LAPD and for their cadets about these issues. But what I can say, which is a statistic, and which is also a fact, is that 60% of our prison population is African American.
Different issue.
Conflation.
Let me finish, please. Is African American males, right? When you go into a system and you are kept in that system and you're cycled through probation and there is a systematic sequence of oppression, that's not happening to white males.
That wasn't what he was
arguing. So it's bigger than just the stop itself.
Can we stop the video
real
fast?
It's the system.
I need to touch on something. So, brothers, please, if you're watching, I know y'all watching. What else would you be watching? Anyway, look, you understand something, brothers. This is a quote-unquote super liberal, blackity black woman, and I put woman in quotes too, literally perpetuating victimhood mentality. She's being the mouthpiece for quote-unquote black men. You realize she's speaking on behalf of quote-unquote black, quote-unquote males. One of the statistics she went to was that of quote-unquote black males. Black man, black male, whatever. If you're not a man yet, you're trying to be a man, you black boy, whatever. They want to siphon your energy. Because you have the energy. Look around. Look at the TV. Turn on the radio. You're the energy. Everyone wants to take your energy and use it for their own gain. She is trying to do the same thing. She's out here with her hair blown out like 1960s Black Panthers with the hoop earrings, with the turtleneck, with the black leather jacket. Like, come on, you're a caricature. You're a caricature. You're being disingenuous, and quite frankly, you're being very rude to this dude. Very rude, because you're not open to conversation. I know we're gonna get a lot of people in the comments. Oh, the Uncle Tom's is hating on it. No, it's not about that. It's about real, recognized real.
Ooh.
If that dude would have been a quote unquote black dude, same age, will we still be Uncle Tom's, or would he be the Uncle Tom then? And by extension, we would be Uncle Tom's for saying he's disrespecting him still. He's disrespecting him. She's not open to conversation. And ultimately, what I wanted to say is this: the prison industrial complex, like he said, is a separate issue. It has nothing to do with quote unquote black youth, let's just say youth, being stopped by the police.
Why can't she tackle his logic? I know why. Because the need to be right, okay, will always trump the logic and reasoning in a conversation / debate. He provided her some logic, right? Why would I treat you differently, right? If already knowing I was going to give you a ticket because you went over 95, okay, and probably a 55 or a 65 with small windows in the back, right, where I can't even see you, because most times they're not. The windows are going to be either tinted or it's going to de-escalate the vision that the person will be able to have if they're going at 95 miles an hour. How am I supposed to get a fucking window wash of whether or not you're black, white, Puerto Rican, Spanish, whatever, underneath the sun? But instead of attacking his point, she goes to say, oh, well, look, I got the facts. Oh, no, I mean, I got the statistics, which are facts. The prison industrial complex has come on, like, why can't you just stick to the goalpost? Needs to, like, I swear, if who was struggling, what's his name from the Cowboys, if they had her on the field when he was kicking those field goals, my man Brett Maher would not have missed all those field goals, because they would just move the goalpost on over for him and he would have completed all the field goals he needed to make. And the Cowboys probably would be in the Super Bowl and probably would have won it. Oh, Lord Jesus. I'm just saying, it's just the need to be right is a strong force in these young heathens. And she is no different.
Yeah, but
right?
the thing, I agree.
Don't let her be fooled.
I totally agree with you on the need to be right. But I also think with women, it's another dimension. It's not so much, it's a lot of that, actually. But it's also like, they're absent, most of them, of logic. You can't have a logical, rational conversation because those things aren't important to them.
Oh,
that's why they'll use statistics that have nothing to do with what you're talking about in the conversation that you're having.
Oh shit, we about to get hit in the goddamn comments.
Oh yeah.
If we weren't Uncle Tom's before, we are Uncle Tom's and low-key misogynist now. Lord Jesus. This is insane,
racist,
man.
We're racist too. Don't forget that.
Guys, by the way, too, if you guys want to check out some of the comments that we have gotten historically over the course of our short YouTube era, I guess you could say, on this platform, please check out our YouTube, reacting to our YouTube comments video that we have, where we actually were going through our comments and letting, going and interacting. I don't say interact, but we were commenting back or reacting to some of the more crazy comments that we've gotten in there. And look, and trust me, we're going to get some in this video as well. I feel the Uncle Tom and the Coon is going to be strong in this video. Lord Jesus.
My name is Sierra. I'm an actor, a speaker, and a human
you damn right you're an actor. You're definitely an actor.
Proud to be African American.
You're an activist. What is go back. Oh, I'm sorry, man. I'm in confusion. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, we gotta get. You know what I'm saying? We're only 5 minutes in. We gotta.
Yeah, I know. But I just gotta, because she the word salad.
I got you.
The word. All right, play.
It's bigger than just the stop itself. It's the system. My name is Sierra. I'm an actor, a speaker, and a human rights activist. I'm very proud to be African.
You're very proud to be African American. What the fuck is African American?
Oh shit.
What is it?
Oh shit.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Because what's that guy's name? Elon Musk. Doesn't he call himself African American?
Oh.
Right. So, all right, go on. And I'm pretty sure she says black too, right? Go back. I mean, continue.
American, to be black.
To be black. African American and black are synonymous now? They're the same thing. How the hell can that be? How does that make sense?
Oh shit.
Does it make sense? For those of you that always say, why he always saying quote unquote black and quote unquote this and that, this is exactly why. Because you have to separate yourself from this bullshit. If you want to go head dive first into this nonsense, you're gonna come out looking like her with the fucking the blowout, with the goddamn hoop earrings and the fucking Black Panther. Oh, the Black Panther party, the Black Panther party. Like this is fucking Judah and the Black Messiah, whatever that movie was. Great movie, by the way. But goddamn, she said, you know what's funny? The most damning thing that she said, the most damning thing that she said, because people they tell you who they are, they always do. She said, "I am an actor," and they're in LA. You think this is a coincidence? You think this is a coincidence? No, she's trying to get in the next movie.
Yeah, the next Black Panther movie.
Exactly. Come on, man. Come on.
Drink the White Lotus. Oh man.
I'm with being black, also being a black woman are very real. I'm at a place in my life where I'm acknowledging these things are real. Discrimination is real. The systematic oppression of black people is very real. But I will succeed in spite of that.
The police force is foundationally racist.
Oh, you know she was coming.
Of course. And of course the biracial is going to be there too. Oh, Lord. Oh, no.
But she got the puffy hair, so you know she's going to have to be down with the brown.
Saying I don't think that every cop out there today is racist.
Oh, my God. Time out. Does she have a Nigerian jersey on? Oh, is that our Super Eagle jersey? Oh, Chineke. Hey, my God.
I can't tell.
No, I don't. I only need to see a little bit of the jersey. Oh, she's one of those Nigerians, probably with the white dad.
Ooh, the one with where you got the cursor on?
I see it. I fucking see it.
There are a lot of them who are really doing good work. What I know from the establishment of the police in the United States, that is directly.
That was our Super Eagle jersey from a couple World Cups ago, or I think from either the last World Cup. Oh my God. Oh, Christina Nwachaku or something like that, probably. Hey!
From the slave catchers who were hired to catch runaway slaves and bring them back home.
Yeah, I agree that all cops aren't racist. I had plenty of interactions with police that were fine, but I was told by a former police officer who was, a cop who decided he didn't want to do that anymore, that, the training is pretty much specialized for only colored people, especially black people, that if you're around them, they're the most dangerous, so you have to act in certain.
Come on now. This is where we gotta do some goddamn critical thinking. If you work in a predominantly, we're gonna use this word, colored area, presence of mind, you're going to have a sense of fervor, right, and a sense of due diligence to not say, God, like these guys have children, they have a wife, they have families.
Dog.
You want them just walking in with the idea that it's all rain and sunshine and in this neighborhood when people are getting their head blown off on routine traffic stops? Come on. Oh, like this shit is crazy. And then you're taking one cop's rendition of a training program so as to say that is the overarching premise of how they go about looking and going about training their cops to just go about looking at people of color with skin to say that they're automatically going to be looking for nefarious activities just because they are of a darker hue. I mean, come on now. Come on, man. You took one cop's fucking, opinion on this. Sorry, one cop's anecdotal experience and now you're able to come down and confidently sit down and say that the art of the police force in America is foundationally racist. Oh man, this is just this is exhausting, man. I really wanted to do this video, and I'm enjoying doing this video. Don't take my distaste for some of the viewpoints of these these blessed children, bless their hearts. But at the same time, it's like you got to call a spade, man. There's just some nonsensical ish going on here.
Situations or react in certain situations.
I think I just really want to emphasize that I really think that there are some officers who are white that don't even believe that they're doing anything that may be racially motivated because they're simply doing what they were taught to do.
I come from a police family, and I'd like to add they do offer diversity trainings in the academy. So either it needs to be more extensive or maybe we need to take it.
Oh, are y'all from the same area? Oh, interesting. What kind of program did young Sarah go through then? Oh, okay. Diversity programs. Oh, okay. Oh, how long ago was he a
Step
cop?
back and fix the selection process, because that process could be inherently racist. Hello, my name is Nia, and I am Black. I'm proud of my race because when I look back historically at what people of my heritage have gone through and to see where we are now, it's remarkable, and it definitely pushes me to continue to be resilient and innovative as they were.
Middlesex County, New Jersey. An even brighter future each and every day.
Oh, they're just fucking...
Bro.
Warm up your winter with a Wawa Buffalo Breaded Chicken Hot Hoagie.
Oh, that's good.
Gotta have a Wawa.
Yeah, I might get some after this. Oh my god. The commercial got me.
Historically, people formed groups, villages. Some people were hunters, some people were farmers.
Oh, Jimmy is kind of.
And then you had whoever was going to protect the group. And over hundreds of years, thousands of years, whatever it is, that's how we wind up having cops, firemen, armies, and navies. Community policing as a theory is a good idea. As a practice, it has some hiccups. When I show up at your house because you and your husband got into it and he beats you up and I'm friends with him. So do I want to take him to jail? He's my friend. Or I live in the same neighborhood and I go deal with some guy who's a really bad dude and he says, I know where you live, I know where your kids are. So to some degree, we have to have a little separation. This is going to get into a hot button topic, but I will tell you that, when I watched the horrible video of George Floyd, I will tell you that I can justify many of the things that happened, but I cannot justify 9 minutes on his neck or back. But what I can also tell you is I, as a policeman, and this is my personal opinion, only two, the officer who was on him for 9 minutes, he probably spent too much time in the same neighborhood dealing with the same problems over and over again that he became jaded.
Isn't that what being a police officer is?
Come on. That is a really, like, I'm not saying boo-hoo, I'm not saying moves like, feel sorry for, but that is a fair point. Like, it's to remove the human element with this man's perspective that he's providing you to the table, right? Not to say that it's true, not to say that it's false, but to not even just take a second, right? And to just for a second, ponder before you even come up with a comment. Isn't that what being a police officer is all about? Well, what the fuck? You play in the NBA. Oh, you should want to play basketball all day, every day. Aren't there ninjas that don't want to play basketball in the NBA? Like, these guys get fucking lambasted all the time by superstars. This ninja don't want to practice. I'm not passing him the ball. Why the fuck? He doesn't come up and put shots up. Oh, wait a minute. Isn't this your profession? Isn't that what you signed up for? Like, come on. Like, sorry. I'm telling you, that needs to be right, bro. That needs to be right. That's just like triggering the shit out of me, yo. Oh my god. Sorry, were you gonna say something?
No. I just, if anything, I'll just piggyback and we get back into it. It's the they want the hug. They want the hug from that white zaddy.
Well, definitely not this guy.
No.
She ain't looking to hug him.
That's what they want the hug from.
Well,
She'll act like like that and at abrasive. Well, deep down inside,
I see what
she
you're
wants him. She wants him to be like
off camera. I see
you know
what
you're right. You're right. You know, come here, give me a hug.
I never really thought of it like that.
That's
I never
what
really
it
thought
is.
of that.
That's exactly what it is.
That's what she said. That's she's probably going to say to him when she gives him the hug. Off, like, you know, you really said some really insightful things. Like, I really, you know, I never really thought of it like that. That's an interesting perspective. But she can't even listen to him and actually listen to hear, not listen to respond. Oh my God, there's an exercise or two I could definitely show her.
That's the job.
And you're assigned to that district or that community.
But I think you need to move around so that you get to see other things.
And also, too, sorry to keep stopping, too. These guys, it's not like a lot of these guys want to be in some of these communities. I think if they were able to work as Beverly Hills police, as opposed to being Compton police, they would happily take the assignment. A lot of the times, there's just not enough people to go around at these different districts. So yeah, they get put in day in, day out, seeing some stuff. Like, I know a couple of guys that are cops in areas not too far away from where we are, and they tell me about how in areas that I didn't think were still bad, these guys are literally going through it to the point where sleep is probably not even an option for a lot of these guys when they work the night shift from all the shit that they got to see, man. So, you know, I like this whole idea that they just go into Compton, the Compton district or county, and just say, or whatever the county name is, and just say, oh, sign me up because I want to be around this all day, every day. You don't necessarily get to just choose your assignments, guys. Let's take that into consideration.
You don't become that jaded.
The police, no matter what your race is, you know, we have to be integrated all together with the community. And it doesn't have to be community policing, but we all have to understand each other more. I think cultural competency would be very helpful. Like, that's my issue. Whether or not the foundations of the police force was or still was racist, now we can change that, but it starts with cops. Like, at the end of the day, it's the bad police officers that are our issue. Not all police officers, but the bad police officers, we need to vet them out, and the good police officers, we need to, you know, encourage them to be amongst the community.
How do we vet them out?
By making the police unions accountable, because I feel like that demographic of officers, they're actually making things a lot worse for the other.
How do we vet them out? By making them accountable?
She doesn't have anything to say.
No, this is...
You ain't got the answers, man.
Not you, but she don't got them. How do you vet them out? Vetting is a preventative tactic, not reactive. Holding them accountable is a reactive tactic. What? And she's so quick to respond as if she's just yeah. I'm sorry. Please, Aaron.
No. Let's play the video.
Officers that are actually just trying to do their job. I think that we need to get some type of real accountability. That I don't think the police should be policing themselves. So when those cops that aren't upholding their oath, they can be properly removed instead of getting all of these passes.
The bad police officers, I hate the term like the bad apple. It's like, no, you're a faulty grenade. Like, you're ruining your whole department reputation. I feel like I was held up to higher standards working at Whole Foods sometimes.
Sure.
I got 3 chances out, but like Derek had so many.
17 reports before George Floyd.
17 reports. It's like, get him out of there. What are you guys doing?
Do you think police officers, and I genuinely am curious, do you think they should get paid more?
I think police officers should get paid more. I also think police officers should do less. Why do I get sent to all of the mental health cases? Why do I get sent to all of these things? Now, I'll tell you why I get sent to them, is because we'll stop sending the police there, and then something horrible and tragic is going to happen, and they're going to say, why didn't we have a cop there?
Do you think we need to have different divisions like mental health and just other, or maybe even specific police that are just for the schools? Like, do you think that would help with a lot of the issues?
No. We do have specialized police officers in certain things, but if we keep specializing and we get so compartmentalized that I can't go, I'm right across the street from you when you're screaming for help. Yeah. That's not what I do. Got to go find the guy that deals with screaming women or whatever it is. My name is Jimmy, and I am a retired police officer. I'm not going to tell you that there are no racists on the police department. I don't think blacks were historically treated fairly under the law. I think that we have made great progress, great strides. I think we have to continue to get better, but I also think we probably see racism to this day in places where it maybe isn't.
Oh, okay. Come on now. I just want to. Did you want to touch on what he said?
No, hey, I just want to keep playing.
Yeah, no, because the only thing I really want to commend him on is, first of all, his stoicism, right? To see the want to be right, the need to be right, and also it's that point that he just made. If I'm walking around in a doctor scrub, right? I just got off of my shift, but then somebody breaks their ankle, and then they look at me and they go, "Well, hey, I need a doctor. I need a doctor." Oh, no, sorry. No, I don't deal with those types of accidents. I'm a heart surgeon, right? I only deal with heart surgery. I only deal with hearts.
Somebody got shot. It's like, oh, well, hey,
I'm not a trauma surgeon.
Yeah,
like that's not for me.
I deliver babies. I don't do gunshot wounds.
Yeah, so I can't really help you. I can't really help you. Yeah, exactly. I don't want to. I can't really assist you. You might have to call somebody else. If doctors were doing that shit, and because it's so specialized, which that field is, it really is specialized to that umpteenth degree. They take an oath, though.
Yeah.
Every doctor takes an oath.
And that's why.
Exactly. So to say that they're supposed to now just go to look at that oath and say, now you're making assassins or free agents out of these professions, where it's like, well, it's not like, nah, I'm good on that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want the liability.
But that just all comes full circle to what I say all the time. Because she's an actor, obviously, and she's also a socialist, obviously. Now, is she a socialist at heart or acting as a socialist? It doesn't really matter, because at the end of the day, she's trying to push the pendulum in a certain direction. With that being the case, we understand that they have no solutions besides anarchy and chaos. They want to blow it all up. Do they have a solution? What we're going to do afterwards? No. Just destroy what the fuck we have. And if anybody out there is watching this video and you've been following Bernie Sanders train or whatever, and you're on that social democratic wave or whatever case may be, ask yourself the question: what are we going to replace these things with? If you can't give a real answer to that question, then we don't need to blow it up. Okay, we don't need, at least not right now. And by no means is that me saying that things aren't perfect the way they are. No, things aren't perfect, but right now they're as good as they can be. Ultimately, and I said this about policing before in the past, and I'll say it again since the video stopped. Quote unquote black people complain about police all the goddamn time. Quote unquote black people need to police themselves, right? But what just happened in Memphis? 5 quote unquote black cops brutalized the shit and murdered a young black man. But all the quote unquote black people are outraged that the one white dude that they say that was a part of it wasn't held accountable. Instead of saying, hey, you know what? We actually have a police force where literally the sergeant, and I'll say this, she's a black woman, a quote unquote black woman, and that's probably the problem right there in itself.
Oh shit!
Because women can't lead flies to shit. But they got this quote unquote black woman leading this black predominant police force. So y'all actually got it how it's supposed to be, and then some shit happens, but y'all want to focus on the quote unquote white dude. And I'm not saying that he shouldn't be dealt justice, because I don't have the whole the paperwork on that, but
right,
and that he was there and he was complicit and stuff, and if he wasn't, shit, he needs to be dealt with the same way. But my thing is, hey, those were 5 black officers that did that to a quote unquote black guy. So what happens is, again, when we let these groups control definitions, they'll skew things to a point where cops mean white. Black person's talking about, especially if a black woman's talking about cops, then they're talking about white people. So when they say we need less cops, they mean we need less white people. When they say cops are bad, they mean white cops are bad. Because they can't envision a quote unquote black man having authority. You see what the whole issue is here? It's way bigger than just what we're seeing right here. It's way bigger and way deeper than that. Do I expect Jimmy, the quote unquote Caucasian man, to take it where I'm taking it? No. Do I expect the actor over there to take it there? No, because she's a fucking fugazi.
Ooh.
That's why y'all come to this channel. That's why y'all click on the link to come here. That's why y'all already smash the like button. You already smash the subscribe button, and you hit the bell for notifications.
You better have, because I'm sick and tired. I'm looking at you. I'm looking right at you. Like you. No, not you. Move over. No, you in the freaking back. You look at me. I'm the captain now. I am the captain now. I said, look at me. I'm the captain now. Look at me. I need you to do what is best and like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit the goddamn notification sound. I swear, if I don't hear a sound coming from your computer screen, you're going to get a good old-fashioned African slap. Because I'm sick of this. I'm so sick of this. You guys are watching our videos and not liking and not subscribing. I do not. It is free. It is free. It is free. Jesus Christ. Jesus of Nazarene. My apologies. I've lost myself.
Yo, before we even continue the video, I'm just going to do a quick bet. The next question that I'm about to ask is, I sometimes wish I was a different race. I guarantee Jim doesn't walk.
Shit.
I guarantee all the biracials won't walk.
Mm-hmm.
And I guarantee 2 of the 3 on the black side are going to walk.
You know what?
And I think that the Jew will probably walk because he's saying that I'm racially white, so he'll probably walk. So the Jew might walk. The Jew probably will walk. The chick next to him, I think she's confident in what she's doing. The biracials aren't going to walk.
Because she got the Nigerian jersey. So if she fucking want, like, I don't know what the point of wearing that shit was.
And if one of them walks, is really only going to be one. You know what I'm saying?
I see maybe the guy with the brown.
Well, first of all, he's biracial, but he ain't black and white. That nigga's a fucking Arab. I don't know.
The guy over to the right?
Not a dead center dude. He's
I'm talking about the guy over to the right with the brown.
Oh yeah, nah, he I think he might walk. Avatar.
Oh my god. Yeah, this guy's crazy.
Yeah, they don't walk, so he ain't gonna walk.
Yeah, that's crazy.
All right, play. Let's see.
All right, let's see.
Sometimes wish I was a different race.
She sound Indian.
One biracial.
My Nigerian.
2 biracial.
I'd say not so much these days, but definitely 100% when I was a kid, I wish I was white. I grew up with my white mom.
My Nigerian. It is the colonizer in you that has got you to act like this. If only I was not. You're so lucky. I do not strike women, because if I could, I will give you a good. I will give you a good old fight, because that's what you're missing. Because you're biracial. I know somewhere in your life you have missed a good African slap. You have that jersey on, but you do not believe it, because if you did, you would not be saying this nonsense. I sometimes wish I was a different race. What kind of you want to be an Arthur? You want to be a Samantha? You already have Christina. Which one do you need? Jessica? Hey, Helen? What kind of mess is this? Hey, I'm so disappointed, bro. I literally said I gave her all the.
I didn't see my black side of my family after a certain point. I grew up in a small town. I was often the only student of color, definitely the only black kid, and I had this kinky hair. I couldn't figure out how to work with it. Everybody also would call me an Oreo. It was always just being othered. And so being a kid, you know, you just want to fit in. And for me, I wanted to be white. I just wanted to look like my mom, wanted the nice straight hair. And I just wanted to feel like included.
Yeah, I remember in elementary school, like I was thinking, no man is ever gonna like me because I freaking look like this. And I just remember hating my hair because as soon as puberty hit, it just blew up and people kept on asking, do you even need a pillow to sleep at night? I'm like, I can't stand these questions. I can't do this.
Maybe it's your fucking forehead.
And I am biracial. I think being biracial is
just being honest. Maybe it's your forehead. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, this guy is fucking. Oh my god. Oh, yo, this guy is fucking disrespectful. Yo. Oh, I love it, man. No, maybe, I mean, goddamn, I mean, shit, shine on me. I'm just saying, it's it's giving lunar eclipse, but I mean, I don't really want to. Oh man, we're bullying. Yo, we're fucking. God, how do we do? Yo, shit, man. No, I don't know, man. Yeah,
the
it's
dark
giving.
side of the moon.
Oh, make a land. If I could get my plane on, make a land. I would land it on your forehead to make a land. Cause all the break up a racing forehead, as serious as the dark side of your head. Yo, what did you just? Yo, this guy, the disrespect. And
you know what's crazy though? She's complaining like what happened in the past. But like honestly, I'm looking at her right now and like, come on.
Yeah.
You and those set it off braids. Come on, girl. This ain't the 90s. What the fuck is you doing?
Man.
Come on. Like
this guy.
Are we being serious?
Yeah.
Are we being serious? You going for that old school Jada Pinkett look? You know what I'm saying? Jada don't got no hair right now, bitch. Come on, you bugging?
Yo.
You are bugging right now. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, you got potential. You know what I'm saying? Like, take them braids the fuck out. Do something better. You know what I'm saying? Get regular braids with your normal hair. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Maybe get a couple tattoos. No. Get some tattoos. Try out for the WNBA.
Yo, this guy, man. Yo, this guy. Yo, you're so disrespectful. Yo. Yeah. I fucking love it, man.
She got potential, though. I'll give her that. She got potential. She just got to figure it out.
Yeah, she got a nice cleft chin, man. She can get the, you know what I'm saying? She can get the bicho.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. Yeah. I don't know if that's saying a lot, but yeah, she could definitely get the bicho.
That is true, too. Yeah.
And at least, like, living in the in-between, because culturally, yes, I grew up white, and I completely know that. Like, I was raised by my white mother, but then there's also a part
you got Harry Potter glasses on.
Race is perceived, and it's
I'm about to go.
People put on you and how they respond to you in your everyday life.
Right.
Well, first of all, I'll tell you what. There's this word called passing, and she is quote unquote passing. Like, I have a hard time believing that she was subjugated with any overtly racist actions because of her being quote unquote biracial. Because I'm pretty sure most people didn't even know she was biracial. And by the way she was just speaking, I'm pretty sure her and her mother went to extreme lengths to make sure that she did not look biracial. Okay, so maybe in the summertime she got tan or whatever.
I'm dead, yeah.
Her mother stayed looking like a goddamn potato. But I mean 100.
Yo. Yeah, this guy is on one.
Yeah,
you said her forehead looked like a fucking potato, look like a Lay's chip.
Yo. I said Lay's classic. You know what I'm saying? Lay's classic chip. You know what I'm saying?
Boy, get the deep fryer. Oh man, I'm done. Yeah, I'm done. She got the crispy.
Nah, I'll tell you what, her forehead looked like the first Lay's chip out of the bag. When you take your first bite out of your sub, you take the first bite out of your sub, and then you go to grab some chips, and you grab the first, and the first chip always be the best damn chip.
Shit,
that is her.
Yeah, shit, man, I can't do this, man. Yo, we about to get canceled, man. Oh, fuck it, man. Whatever. She deserves it. Yeah. Damn, none of the people we thought were gonna come out came out.
It's so interesting because I grew up in predominantly non-Black communities, And for some reason, still like being the minority at home in the family, as well as in school and in the world, I was always so proud to be Black. I actually really yearned to be around other Black people. So
I don't know what.
She just
it's
said
that word
minority
salad.
in the family.
It's that word salad, man.
Adopted.
It's that word salad.
She said she grew up in a quote unquote white neighborhood, and she was the minority in the family.
Yeah, and she grew up in a family for a police family.
She might be adopted.
Yeah, she might on the low.
Yo,
I don't know. But this goes against a lot of the. Maybe this is why I don't think she sat down for a lot of the victimhood shit.
Look, she's like, no, I'm
she's
white.
like, hey, I'm embracing it. You know what I'm saying? I got all the school loans.
Yeah.
Thankfully, in college, that was an experience where even though we made up a small community, I was still able to, okay, this is like people that look like me.
I was in the military for 6 years, and I was usually the only Jew in my battalion. And I think that isolation produced a sort of pride and understanding of who I am and where I come from. So
I have never wanted to be anything different than
Hold
what
on,
I was.
Hold on.
But that's
Stop,
because
please. And this is my point to the confusion that this dude was spewing before. The nigga started out by saying, oh, I'm Jew, but I'm racially white. And white people are bad, and I don't like white. But then the nigga just said, I didn't sit down because I served, and thank you for your service. He said, I served, and when I served, I was the only Jew. And then in that isolation, I found pride in being Jewish. But the question was, would you change your race? He said, I'm Jew, but I'm white racially. So the question is, can you change your race? He already separated the damn two. So why would you not change your race then? But yet you're the same quote unquote liberal Jew that tried to say, oh, I think a black person with different names would probably have a hard time because it would be you giving them the hard time.
Oh shit. Also too, there's another contradiction he made that we also can note after he gave that note earlier on that you're referencing to, he mentioned that there's a lot of different experiences that he did not go through himself because of how he looks. So now we've gotten to and also he started off his soliloquy in the beginning talking about, well, you know, it's kind of interesting to see that most people that are going against the Jewish people who are racist towards Jews are in fact racially white. So it's like, wait, hold up.
Exactly.
It's like,
but then they ask you the question,
what are you saying?
Would you change your damn race?
Oh, bro, it's the mental gymnastics, bro. Oh my god.
All right, Dane.
I really never
yeah, it's stupid.
To your all's point, maybe, I don't know, but maybe people treated you that way because there is this sense of wanting something that I haven't ever had before. I'd love to have a Lamborghini. You know what I mean? It's different than any other car I've ever had. It's different than what I grew up with.
I think
walking on thin ice, Jimmy.
Yeah, Jimmy. I don't know what you're trying to do there, Jimmy. But I applaud you for the effort, but Jimmy, I don't know about that one, man. That was
tread carefully, Jimmy.
Yeah. I don't know what you're trying to say, Jimmy. Like,
you got the Jew looking at you right.
I need a Drewski. Like, look at him right now. He like. I got a Holocaust that'll tell you different. You know what I'm saying? So, he gave him the Drewski look. Like, what you mean by that?
He gave him that look. Like, I probably should have said I don't want to be white no more.
That's like, I should have just walked my candy ass over. Godly shit! I thought if I got the yarmulke, I would be good to go. Damn it, man.
Jimmy, you fucking up, Jimmy. You fucking up.
He's like, Jimmy, come on, we're gonna talk about this in the car because you gave me a ride. God damn it, Jimmy. Take me to the synagogue.
Actually adopted by white parents and very
generous
family.
Hold on, he was adopted. Oh, he was adopted.
And I'm telling you, the black chick was adopted too.
Ooh.
But you know what's funny though?
I'll twist.
I can say this, and I didn't say it before, but you can tell, man. You can tell when brothers and sisters was brought up around quote unquote whites. You can tell, not just by the way that they speak, but how they sound and their mannerisms.
Oh,
it's just different. It's just different, and I can't quite put my finger on it to like obviously like there's gonna be gives and takes, so it's not unilateral.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of like that thing where it's like, hey, like if you're around a gay dude, you're like, that nigga's gay. I don't care what no one says. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like that. It's like,
okay.
nah, no, like, no, trust me, that nigga's gay. He's gay. And like, same thing with this. It's like you just have that like innate within you where it's like, something's off. Something's off with this dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When he first started talking, I was like, okay, he definitely went to some prep schools. But then when he was standing before, when they asked the question about would you change your race?
Oh no,
the way he was just standing he was just like standing like niggas don't stand like that.
Yo,
they don't. They don't, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's just no offense to this brother, but it's just like, come on, man. Like I'm not.
No offense, but you ain't black enough. Basically, that's what my.
No, not that. Because I don't.
I'm trying to trigger everybody.
Not that.
Yeah, I'm trying to trigger everybody.
Because black is quote unquote black isn't real, so therefore it can't be quantitative. You know what I'm saying? So I don't do that. I don't do that. But you know who does do that? Quote unquote super liberal blacks. They love pulling he ain't really black. Or like the mask. You know what that does? It opens the door for quote unquote liberal Jews to come in like a Max Kellerman and say to Stephen A. Smith with T.O. on first take and say, oh, Stephen A., you're not really black. You're not black enough. Max is blacker than you.
Yo, that shit. Woo!
That's what that shit opens the door for. Like, come on, let's be real here. Let's stop. What the fuck is black? What the fuck is black? You know what I'm saying? So we're not. I don't do that, and that's one of the reasons why I don't do that. What I'm saying is obviously like there's just mannerisms where you could tell people were brought up differently.
I see what you're saying. In a different environment.
Yeah.
I got you. Okay. So you're not doing the whole he sounds too white. Is that
no, I'm not. No, not at all.
Because you're saying it can't be quantified.
It's I said coupled with the way that his mannerisms and how he sounds. So yeah, he does sound quote unquote white, but it's one thing to speak the Queen's English correctly, right? But there's another thing to have the mannerisms that he has. It's like, okay, like. So again, I say all that to say this: I'm not shocked. I was not shocked when he said that.
Okay, so you're saying basically he looks like he grew up playing in the band growing up.
Gotcha. Oh, for sure. He probably was in the color guard too.
Yeah,
he definitely he was not on the basketball team. He was not on the basketball team. He probably got made fun of for not being on the basketball team and not being good at basketball.
Being the only one not playing.
I wish I could ask him that shit because I guarantee you he probably did not play basketball and probably got made fun of because they thought he was going to play basketball and he didn't. And he wasn't good. And he said, I don't like sports. I like video games and playing music. And there's nothing wrong with that. But, if I ever get to ask him that question, I will ask him and I guarantee he might come up with those answers. But then again, he also looks kind of like, iffy. He looked like he might be Sri Lankan on the low. But
yeah, he ain't got no hairline. And
6 out of the 8 of us are all adopted, all different races.
Oh,
I kind of have my own story apart from everyone else. And it's the same for everyone else that was adopted in my family. They have their own story. I always had pride in it, but at the same time, my parents, no matter the color of their skin, it's the people who raised me. And they raised me just to not look at through the lens of race. And that's what I've always done. And I've never wanted to change my race at all. I'm Joshua, and I'm black. I've never experienced racism. I've experienced stuff from people from my own race. I grew up in a white family by white parents. I was constantly called whitewashed. It upset me, but I didn't let it get to me. Being black in America, to me, is just being an American in America, just like any other person.
There you go.
With FanDuel Casinos Play It Again offer.
Isn't it crazy? The only way you can get out of that is by, I don't say the only way, but a young man is able to have that sort of clarity coming from being in a non-black, quote unquote, household, to have that base of an outlook when it comes to that. Isn't that crazy? As opposed to the other ones that are on the panel.
You can play all of your favorite casino games, and if you're down after your first day, you'll get up to 1,000.
You can skip that. I was like, damn.
Nah, because there was a sound on my shit.
Exists.
Shit. This might be the one we end off on. I've been fetishized for my race. We need the reparations.
America was founded by white people for white people.
I didn't see who came forward.
Institutions.
I want to see who came forward.
Everybody.
Everybody came forward.
Black in America, to me, is just being an American in America, just like any other person.
White privilege exists.
Oh wow! Everybody except for the
America was
everybody
founded by white people.
No, he
for
waited
white
a bit.
people at the time.
Or
And
he
the
went.
institutions were designed to benefit white people. So I mean, of course, white privilege lingers into society today. You can't deny that.
Where I would argue with you just a little bit is I think we throw out the term white privilege far too often for things that aren't necessarily white privilege.
I've got to agree with you completely on that one. I think there's generational white privilege for sure, but I think now it's almost used as a reason to not try as hard. If we stop doing that, just really like work for it and not use white privilege.
Aaron, I mean, double A have them. Yeah. The disrespect, yo. Let this man live, or the young boy live, man. It's a different time, man. You remember, he's probably in a band playing AFI songs.
I don't hear it. Oh, hey, I like it. I like it. I like it.
Hey, so did I. Miss Murder is my fucking favorite song. One of my favorite songs ever.
Summer Shudder is way better than Miss Murder.
I need to listen to that. I've only
trust me. Summer Shudder by AFI. Love that damn song.
All right. I might have to check it out because Miss Murder was it. The director's cut had me going crazy. Okay. Wow. If you weren't a 2000s, I mean a 1990s baby, tell me now.
As an excuse, then we could really get somewhere in the black community.
I didn't see it.
I would respectfully disagree. Like all of that is true.
Respectfully disagree.
Like I graduated university during the pandemic.
How do you disrespectfully disagree? So where you need to say I respectfully disagree. Like, oh God, I don't even.
Pandemic, the height of it. Went
I'm so
abroad for
embarrassed by
university.
this.
I got 2 degrees. I graduated with
Take that
honors.
jersey off.
Learned to speak 2 languages. I should have been able to get a job right away, right? No. It took me 9 months before I was able to get a job.
Oh my God!
Completely outside of my
field.
field.
Go back. Yo, here we go with the what's me. Oh, I should be able to get a job right away, right? Because I have two degrees.
It's that biracial shit, man.
What?
You know how many other people have 2 degrees and speak 2 languages? Huh?
Or more degrees, or speak more languages? Like what?
Or have more experience?
Yeah, like
jeez, or have better connections?
Not only that,
that may not even be white.
Do you have liberal arts degrees? And some shit that no one.
What was the job? Yeah, like what was the job?
Yeah,
because if you got 2 degrees, 1 degree in basket weaving and the other degree in fucking psychology, and then you're trying to get a finance job. I mean, I'm sorry, you're not gonna. Yeah, I'm glad you speak Spanish, but we don't. What the fuck do you know about accounting? Like you've never taken any. Okay, I don't even.
And then that's the thing when they can't bring the receipts, that's when you know it's some bullshit. That's when it's some bullshit.
All right, let's see what she's doing.
I think now it's almost used as a reason to not try as hard. If we stop doing that, just really look for it and not use white privilege as an excuse, then we could really get somewhere in the black community.
I would respectfully disagree. Like all of that is true to an extent. Like I graduated university during the pandemic, the height of it. I went abroad for university. I got 2 degrees. I graduated with honors. Learned to speak 2 languages. I should have been able to get a job right away, right?
No.
It took me 9 months.
No. You went abroad. What did you go abroad for? To get dick down and to drink alcohol all damn day and lunch? What was it? You give no context. What did you go abroad for? What school did you go to?
Where did you go?
Like, yeah, exactly. Which program did you go into? Did you go into some low-level fucking French or whatever? Because usually they either go to France or Spain or UK. So which one did you go to?
You still got a job in 9 months, and she literally said she graduated
during
the heart of the pandemic. So you got a job 9 months after, like, into the pandemic. You're not really making sense.
I was out of work for almost a year plus, and I had fucking. I was out of work for almost a year plus, and I had way more experience than she had. Okay, so what are we even talking about?
No, but it's the whole like, right? With 2 degrees and speaking 2 languages, I should have been able to have a job right away, right? Like, no. And you know what? Your quote unquote white mother probably was the one telling you that shit too. Like,
for real.
No,
they're not good enough for you. No, they're not good enough for you.
No, that's not true. Oh, you should have had a job right away. Like you know what? You're right. They should have been calling you when you was overseas, like, when you coming back because we want to hire you. Like, come on, make it make sense, man.
Bruh. Months before I was able to get a job, had to go completely outside of my field. But then when I looked at all of my white colleagues who were in my program, all of them were hired immediately.
I need to introduce you to my daughter.
Hold on.
She's white.
Come on now. False equivalency, man.
Hold on. No, because she said all my white colleagues. You just said you went to a different field. So your colleagues are the people that are in your field, right? Because that's what makes a colleague. I mean, I'm confused here. You're confused. And that's why I always say this, and you know what? It is what it is. Like, I have two quote-unquote biracial. Now, I'm saying quote-unquote biracial because people that know, if you know, you know, my kids are quote-unquote black. Because I'm quote-unquote black. You know what I'm saying? They are of my ilk. We are the chosen. So they're not biracial. But living in this day and age, they will be called biracial.
Mm-hmm.
With that being the case, biracial, quote unquote biracials that grow up, especially with their quote unquote Caucasian parent, it's over. It's over.
Whew.
They're just they turn into the Huey P. Newtons. They all want to be revolutionaries. They all think, you know what I'm saying, like, oh, I didn't have a job for 9 months after I fucking graduated college. So
they want to wear African jerseys and talk about how they wish their race changed. Like,
yeah, exactly. But yet you're still wearing African. Okay, you know.
How'd you get that jersey, by the way, too? That shit ain't just running the. I'm sorry, I don't. Somebody take that shit off of it. Like, I don't even.
Yeah, no, you know what, man?
I'm disgusted.
Look, I'll say this.
I'm so disgusted.
To get back to the video, it's you know what does it for me with this? It's no one cares. Even if what they were saying was true and validated and all of that stuff, right? Like, oh yeah, you know, she's right, whatever. No one cares. Well, you know, because that's how the world works. Because if a man said that to me, and again, if it was validated and okay, hey, what he's saying is true, you still need a job, nigga.
Yo,
you still need a job. There's people that come from overseas, not just from Africa, not just from India, whatever. People come from overseas to this country, and they come with professions, but that don't directly transfer over here. So they might have to work at McDonald's for 5 years before they can get back to where they have to go.
Happened to my parents.
So again, you still need a job. So I don't give a fuck. Do what you gotta do. Like, she thought, because I went to school and I got this. Someone's supposed to just be sitting there waiting on your ass. Like, here's a job for the next 50 years, a 401k, and an IRA, and a pension because we love you so goddamn much. Welcome to America. Like, no, what? The best part about this country is it is what you make it. She spent all that money on 2 degrees and 2 languages and ain't learned shit.
Yeah,
we hitting right now. We are definitely hitting though.
Yeah.
We hitting on this.
Shit, we about to get. I can't wait for the flood of fucking crazy comments we get, because this is the fire, man. This is what fire deserves. Oh my god, man. Thank you for that. This is, guys, if you guys appreciate, I mean, we are coming towards the end of this video. If you appreciate the fire that we are spitting, please do not hesitate to like, share, comment. Let us know if we are off base. Let us know if we are the Coonity Coons. Let us know if we are the Uncle Tommy Tims. Let us know if we're the Jimmy Timmies, okay, of this conversation. Let us know in the comment section below. I promise you we can take it. As I said before, we have a reaction video where we go and react to our comments. So if you guys want to take a look at some of the heat that we have gotten for our comments and some of our different viewpoints, please, by all means, you will know that we are here for it. It only shows that our audience is diverse. Let's carry on.
Took her a long time.
And I'm not saying that. I'm saying
and
just
she didn't get her job in what her degree is in either.
I respect that, but my point is saying me comparing myself to the white students who were directly in my position, they're successful, I'm not.
This country was found.
Real quick, what's your idea of success? You're not going to explain that. You're just going to throw out some ambiguous term. Also, too, you're not going to throw out what their experience was. Did they have an internship while you were out there getting your cheeks clapped overseas
There's so
in your
many
different
variables.
programs?
There's
Like,
so many variables,
like
man.
did they like were all of your colleagues white, or were they all mixed like you? Were they all like what are we doing here? Like, okay, were they white where they were from the the Caucasian mountains, and then or were they straight American white? Because we all know that's different.
Or were they
we
Jewish
there's
white?
different
Like,
connection. Yeah, come on. So come on now. Before we start just saying shit just to say it and sound empowered, take that jersey off. Take that goddamn jersey off. Like, I'm not playing with you, girl. Take that take that jersey off. Jesus, I'm not slapping. I'm slapping your father because I don't know where he is. You know what I'm saying? It's getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand.
Founded
I'm sorry.
white people coming and then putting in act Jim Crow and other laws saying that if you are not
it's got to be her.
You are genetically inferior. You are not even a person. And some of those laws are still, and those systems are still in place today. Two things can be true. You can have had a very hard time. Privilege is not just limited to white people, but to say white privilege doesn't exist from a historical context, to me, is respectfully absurd.
All it says is white privilege exists.
About recently is the privilege that exists in the medical.
Do people not know how to read? I don't understand. White privilege exists.
Or listen, because the question was, do you believe that white privilege exists? And they all walked down.
Like, what are we doing?
So for her to do all of that, like if this, as if there was someone in that setting that was opposed to what the statement was, it's like everyone agreed.
Like that's like saying is the sky blue? Okay. Like, yes, because you can't quantify that. Like, there going to be somebody in a fucking on a roll, somebody at a company, somebody somewhere. So then, therefore, unequivocally, it exists. Yeah. Okay, but now for you to then make it a whole the Jim Crow laws that are still in effect, and to say this not historically exist. I'm sorry, where does that say? Like, did you not listen before you sat down, or did you just run to your seat as soon as you saw white privilege? Like,
she's a Marxist actor, so
yeah.
Field,
where we at? We're at 126. Let's get to 130.
In giving epidurals, there was a study that's recently or was debunked that said that Black people have a higher tolerance for pain, which then has been falsely used by people who help support births in being hesitant to provide the epidurals for Black women giving birth. A lot of women die in childbirth. I don't know the exact statistics, so
3 times more likely Black women are to die.
Oh, she was ready.
The fact that
she was ready.
More seriously than a Black woman in my place, if I should be giving birth at some point, I see that as just an absolute privilege. My name is Bryn, and I just graduated, and I'm currently gaining hours to becoming a licensed therapist. As a therapist in school, we were taught to approach things with what's called cultural humility. Cultural humility is being curious, and instead of trying to have all the answers, working collaboratively with the client to kind of understand where they're coming from.
Time out. Did I just make a fancy word for something for curiosity?
Yeah,
she just said it's just another word, just curiosity. Cultural humility.
Yeah, but I take issue with that because
I
mean, to a degree, look, if you're working with people, especially like a diverse group of people, you should be understanding of obviously different diversities, right? And that could range from economic levels, or like class, right? Just like or religious. It could be anything. It doesn't just have to be race. So if you're going to be a therapist and be trained in this humility,
cultural humility,
be trained in that. Humility. At what point does the cultural humility actually hurt the person you're trying to perform therapy on, because at some point the truth has to be injected, right? It has to be. So at what point in your training on cultural humility does it say, okay, so we have to be humble to other cultures and open and empathetic and sympathetic because we don't understand all and everything that other people deal with, because obviously if he's Hindu and I'm Catholic and I don't know, right? But but when in that book does it say, but at this point we stop because after this it doesn't matter anymore because it's bullshit. Everything's the same. If this person's stabbing people, it doesn't matter whether we have different religions or he comes from a fucking different socioeconomic background than I do. He's still stabbing. He's a fucking serial stabber.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
So
man.
it doesn't matter about the cultural humility. I think I dated this girl for a while, a couple years ago, and she's doing social work now, and I always see her on social media. She's like always at all these super far left like movements and stuff, like getting arrested by the cops and standing with the LGBTQ and all types of just nonsense, crazy stuff out there, and that's what social humility or cultural humility gets you, where it's just like no matter what these people say, I agree with. I have to, because if not, that would make me a racist. That would make me this or that, and it's like, no, that's not true. Some people just ain't shit. A lot of people just ain't shit. And it's okay to just say that motherfucker just ain't shit. We don't gotta come around and say, oh, well, we gotta be culturally humble or whatever shit it is. Like, no, we're doing too much, man. We're doing too much. It's getting out of hand.
I mean, my point was too, like, it was because everything you said there was absolutely on par, right? Because at the end of the day, there's no gauging that, and this is what happens when you sensationalize everything, right? Even then, the term cultural humility, as opposed to, in order to create an onus of curiosity in one therapist, why not just call it fucking just enhance your curiosity? The fact that they have to create these fancy words for something that is not complex, like my co-host just eloquently mentioned, you're just simply instead of you just saying, well, there's only one type of culture that exists. Oh, wait a minute. Let me expand my knowledge base to say that, well, you know what? The room that I'm going into, the person that I'm talking to might come from a different culture than I do. That is humility. I don't know. Like, how the hell did we get to that point where now you just simply having the common sense to say, well, you know what I'm saying? I'm Nigerian, but she might be Irish or Italian. Well, you know what? There's not only Nigerian people in the world. Let me humble myself to say that there's a whole bunch of other people that are different than me. So you're telling me that there's a ton of people that aren't doing that to the point where we have to come up with a word called cultural humility? I'm telling you, I think on these college campuses, I think they are indoctrinating sensationalism at its finest. And this is just one of those words one of these talking points that are just like, it's like, who are we creating? Because like my co-host mentioned, how the hell do you gauge that? How do you gauge that? How do you gauge that to where you take that step away from saying, okay, I'm emotionally quote unquote intelligent enough to understand that this person's coming from a different background than me, but at the same time, he keeps talking about how, he needs to go ahead and keep selling crack. He needs to keep going ahead and selling that damn dope because he's from the inner city and he ain't got no options. At what point do you take a step back and go, well, shit, I mean, there are other options, but I'm humble enough to know that because we come from two different cultures, he may have a point. Selling crack, selling weed might be the only options that he has. Because that's what he believes and that's the culture he comes from. Where does it end? I hope you guys understand my analogy, but it's because it's really, you could take this in so many different far-reaching areas, man.
Yeah.
I haven't fetishized for my race.
I'm just saying. I agree.
All right, let's hit this fetishized part, and then we can wrap up the video.
You know,
damn, we made it through.
You're
20 minutes.
For a black girl. I'm like, that's not a compliment. That's so weird to say. And like one of the go-to pickup lines.
They call you black?
Like, oh my God.
I said no one's ever said that to me.
Yeah.
This is not cute. I'm tired of having this conversation. This is lame. Yes, I know I have green eyes, hazel eyes. Like, let's move on.
A little freak boy. little freak boy. A little freak boy. He like it. That's what I was thinking. I mean, shit.
She's lying.
Yeah, but I'm just saying he was sitting there like, yeah, no, I could bring you back. You know, you look like a Lenny Kravitz daughter. You look like Zoe Kravitz.
No, he definitely was over there looking at us, but
he was like, that was me. I was thinking that same, all those thoughts.
She's lying for sure.
You are pretty for a black girl. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, no, she's putting a lot on it. She's putting a lot on it for sure.
No one ever said that to her.
Yeah, she grew up in Colorado, Boulder. So I mean, ain't no way. Look at her. She got a floral halt top on. You know what I'm saying? She look like she grew up with the Mormons. It's, you know what I'm saying? Oh, man. Yeah, we got to leave this little girl alone. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a bully.
I think black
it is what
women
it is.
in particular are just extremely sexualized and fetishized. Every day I go out, I'm making sure that my outfit is, okay, because I don't want to draw certain attention. The way I wear my hair, if it's in an afro, if it's in puffs, if it's in braids, I'm going to get treated differently. Every single day something happens.
So if you weren't quote unquote biracial, because that's what you are, right? If you were just white, you wouldn't put thought into what you put on when you go out the house.
Come on.
To you? Like, what
Come on, man. Come on.
Sensationalism, victimization.
Yep. This guy. He said victim. Bro. Oh my God.
Oh, because I'm black. Okay.
Because my hair's kinky, so people want to touch my hair more. I mean, so when Asian women say they want to touch your hair, are they fetishizing you as well? Like, no. Or do you only want to talk about when men do it? Like this is. Oh my God. I bet Stacy or Bryn over there with the good hair, I'm sure she's got some interesting stories about guys grabbing her hair from the back. But I mean, hey, it is. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know. I was just having, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I had it's late, Aaron. It's late.
It is late.
You know what I'm saying? It is late. You know? All right.
A form of positive anti-Semitism where Jews are perceived as being put together, coming from money. Being doctors, lawyers, and women are attracted to those sort of things, and then also too, like, all Jewish men are circumcised. Some women have that preference. So I've definitely experienced it, but I feel like it's a sort of subtle, trivial thing. Like it never.
No, it's not. First of all, so doctors or lawyers, what are those usually? Oh, I'm sorry, those are usually successful tracks to a stable life. So now you're telling me, now you're shaming the women who simply want to curtail to a man who's most likely going to be leading a successful, stable life. So what about the black doctors?
And he's coupling it with being Jew. He's basically saying successful people are Jews.
So he can sit his happy ass down.
By me being Jewish.
Like, what the fuck are you doing?
And then also that. Like, come on.
And then the circumcised thing. Come on. Like, what girls do you know? I mean, maybe you're sitting in the synagogue again. I don't know what. Say no homo, but no fairy. But what are you? Most of them want the hubcap off. So what are we even talking about here? Since when was being not circumcised of an actual thing? Or is he saying that not being circumcised? Because I mean, I'm not circumcised and I'm not Jewish. So what are we talking about here? This guy, I think he just wanted to sit his little happy ass down somewhere. Like this is just weird, yo. Doctors and lawyers, so Jewish people are usually synonymous or made in conjunction with doctors and lawyers. So girls want to are attracted to that. No, they're attracted to successful people, educated people. So now you're shaming women for having higher educational preferences. Take this guy out to the shed and get him down. Not because he's Jewish, but because he's stupid. Where is the firing squad? Like, this is crazy. So I'm trying not to get canceled. I'm not trying to get canceled. But something's got to happen. Where is the cancel police?
Because he's stupid.
Where is the cancel police? If I was one of these black people over here, quote unquote black, I wouldn't take that sitting down. I'd be standing up.
I guarantee you this video never sees the light of day.
Yeah, bro, we wild out here.
You have to be watching this live because if not,
we wild out.
You're never gonna see this video.
Yeah, we wild out. Jubilee already stamped it. It's probably already copyrighted, so we ain't gonna get no money. This shit could probably get 100 million views.
Nah, this shit not gonna get no views on this shit.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. We're not gonna be able to AdSense any of this shit. So it is what it is. But if they making money off us with these goddamn commercials, I'm sick of Jubilee. I can say that. So copyright that if you want. Fucking Jubilee, bitch ass. Ain't nobody else watch this shit. Did no reactions.
Really?
Whole ass trick. I'm racist. So
I had experiences in high school, college. You know, people ask me to stop me, mainly women. Like, oh, are you Egyptian? Or are you black in this? Or
are you Egyptian? Because I said you Arab,
black
nigga.
In something else.
Oh,
and
sure.
You know, let them know what I am, and they're like, oh, that's exotic or something crazy. You know, my name is Dino, and I am biracial. I don't want people to think that I'm like split between being black or white. I acknowledge that I'm mixed and I'm biracial, but
mixed what,
for the
though?
most part, growing up, I was always considered black. I consider myself black. My family did as well. So I don't think we should live in a colorblind society, but I also don't think we should stay stuck and feel like we can't move forward and still thrive and accomplish things because of our skin color and where we live in America.
That's an Arab if I ever seen an Arab, man. I'm saying that's what them Arabs do.
And I wish the little Egyptian kids didn't starve in the street. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all want things to happen, man. At the end of the day, you look like a Krispy Kreme donut, and girls are trying to figure out what the fucking flavors are, man. Exactly. Like, come on now, we need to cut the shit, man. That's a fetish because they say ooh.
Yeah, they're fetishizing you.
Now if they stab you with a fucking knife and say, I wonder what you bleed. Yeah. Do you bleed light brown or do you bleed red? Like what? Come on now.
Fetishizing you because they can't determine what you are ethnically just by looking at you. Whatever happened?
The victimization.
Whatever happened to flattery?
I don't know.
Whatever happened to flattery? Like, is nothing considered flattering anymore? Women nowadays say, "Oh man, like, I saw on Facebook probably a month ago some chick was saying, I think you were on the post too, or you might have seen it. It's basically saying, oh, like if a guy talks to me, whatever, and he says whatever.
Oh yes, I remember that one.
Like basically saying that if a guy tries to have a conversation with her, it's him like.
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
Doing too much, whatever. It's like, well,
the LGBTQ girl that posted.
Yeah, how's the guy supposed to know if you're interested or not, unless he starts a conversation? Oh yeah, because the person was saying basically, oh, I'm not interested, and yada, and guys are coming up to me. Well, how the fuck are they supposed to know that you're not interested?
Like, do you have it tattooed on your forehead that you're LGBTQ? Like, oh no, it's worse. You know, they hit on me knowing that I have a girlfriend and all that stuff.
Yeah, okay.
It's like, okay, all right. So, do you subject that to do you juxtapose that to every man that's in the United States of America?
It's pathetic because again, like, you know what?
Come on now.
It's called flattery. Be flattered that people are even fucking interested in having a conversation with you.
I can show you. I can show you an ugly heathen, big heathen. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to call them B words, but I could give you a couple of them that are just wishing for a goddamn comment, wishing for a hello,
wishing for some attention.
Literally sitting by the fire. You know what I'm saying? Just fucking hoping for a compliment. But you over there, you get too many.
Exactly. Come on now. Oh, I'm not interested.
You too good for compliments.
I don't want compliments that I don't want. Like,
yeah, I don't want unwanted attention.
All right, so and then I could even break that down. Well, what are you wearing? What were you wearing? How are you acting? Oh, well, a woman should be able to wear what the fuck she wants. Yeah, you're right about that. And if I go outside with fucking red bandanas and brandishing guns, the cops should just be able to come and shoot me the fuck up, right? Right?
If I walk in the hood at 2 a.m, knowing full well it's in a crime-riddled neighborhood, I should just be able to walk up and down without getting shot, right? Yeah, I should just be able to do what I want.
Yeah.
Is that the way the world works? You know what? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's just get through this damn video, man.
Yeah, I think where are we at? 143.
We're done.
I want to just get. Yeah, you know what? I think we. Oh hell yeah! No, we done, man. We done, man. I ain't making another Hour 45. That looks like a tough game. Come on now. Oh, they heard us. They heard us. They heard us. They want us to sit through the whole commercial. Oh, y'all ain't shit. All right, guys. Yeah. So thank you so much for joining us. This was actually one of our longer videos. I really enjoyed this conversation. As you guys could see, this was really. I mean, while the talking points that are utilized during the course of this video, in my opinion, were obviously, a lot of the points that were made were moot. I do enjoy polarizing conversations such as this because, I mean, it just gives you guys I'm covering my face. It gives you guys an insight into the minds of the young, right? And to see kind of where we are heading, when it comes to school of thought for those that are coming in the younger generation. So I like being able to have these conversations where we can provide to you guys sort of how these talking points should be approached and where the polarizations should not exist, right? And I think this was a really good combo. I really enjoyed this with my co-hosts.
Yeah, likewise. We hit on a whole heap. So take that, y'all, digest it, and tune in next week for another dose.
Yes, sir. Did my co-host talk about the Aaron? Oh, jeez, I can't even. It's hour 45. I'm jetting out. Did you talk about the merch?
Yeah, I led with the merch.
You led with the merch? Okay, cool. Yes, as my co-host mentioned earlier, we do have merch for his show, the Truth Scope. It's out now. He's got the hoodie on as we speak.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, and I think in the last episode we did where he was wearing the t-shirt as well. So yeah, guys, we're going to coming soon. We're going to we have the logo for our channel. So soon we're going to be able to start pushing out merch for us. If there's certain things you guys want to see on merch, right? Because now we're giving you guys the platform to be able to let us know what kind of types of designs you guys want to see on the merch. Please do let us know. We're definitely open for artistic expression. So yeah. With that being said, I thank you guys and I appreciate you guys joining us for this long one. I definitely look forward to talking to y'all soon. Happy Black History Month. Peace.
Shadow on the truck. Let's get it. I'm a rock star type nigga, fucks bad bitches. See me in the drop 'cause I stay.